Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Thursday, July 9th. Coming up on Cullman Today, the Tribune's Flock series continues with a closer look at Hanceville's camera transfer to the Sheriff's Office and what Wallace State has said about its campus system. Plus, Cullman City Council approved new utility rates, accepted a major theater grant, and took action on several city projects during a busy Monday meeting. And the Cullman Tribune, Community Matters, and Cullman Today are celebrating 39 statewide honors, including General Excellence and Best Local News Coverage. All of this, plus your 4 and 4 weather and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. The Cullman Tribune is continuing its 3-part review of flock safety automated license plate reader cameras in the Cullman area. Part 2 focuses on Hanceville, where records show the city's 4-camera system became part of the law enforcement transition after the Hanceville Police Department was dissolved and authority shifted to the Cullman County Sheriff's Office. The cameras were located at or near Alabama Highway 91 and U.S. Highway 31. Records show Mayor Nolan Bradford signed an April 1 letter authorizing the transfer of those cameras to CCSO. A later flock safety amendment added 4 fixed Falcon cameras to the Sheriff's Office agreement with a $12,000 annual recurring subtotal. Questions remain about the exact transfer date, user access, subscription costs, audits, and outcomes tied to the Hanceville cameras. This part of the series also looks at Wallace State Community College. The materials reviewed did not include Wallace State specific contracts, invoices, camera lists, policies, audit logs, or sharing records. However, Wallace State President Dr. Vicki Karlowicz has said there are 4 flock cameras on campus used as safety measures to monitor vehicles that may be tied to safety concerns. For full details, visit thecullmantribune.com. Cullman Today will bring you Part 3 when it is released. The Cullman City Council approved new fiscal year 2027 sanitation, sewer, and water rates during its Monday, July 6 meeting. The rates take effect October 1st. Residential garbage collection inside the city limits will be $17 per month for the first city-provided container, with additional containers costing $10 per month. Optional single-stream recycling will also cost $10 per month per container. The council also approved updated sewer and water rates for residential, commercial, and industrial customers, with different base charges and usage rates for customers inside and outside the city limits. Beginning in future years, sanitation, sewer, and water fees will receive an annual inflation adjustment of 3% or the Consumer Price Index, whichever is greater. Council members also accepted a $750,000 Appalachian Regional Commission grant for the planned Cullman Community Theater project at 303 Clark Street Northeast. Other action included beginning the process to dissolve the Downtown Redevelopment Authority, approving a nuisance property lien, and authorizing Cullman to help host the 2027 AHSAA Outdoor Track and Field State Championships for classes 1A, 2A, and 3A. The Cullman Tribune, Community Matters, and Cullman Today earned a combined 39 honors in the 2026 Alabama Press Association Media Awards and Related Awards program. The awards were announced during the APA Summer Convention, with entries judged by members of the Pennsylvania News Media Association. The Cullman Tribune earned 33 honors, including 17 first-place awards, General Excellence, Best Local News Coverage, Best Public Service, and Best Newspaper Website. The Tribune also received the inaugural Alabama Center for Integrity in News Reporting Award of Excellence for its Hanceville Police Department investigation series. That series was credited to Lauren Estes, Noah Galilee, Nick Griffin, and W.C. Mann. The same investigation also won first place in the FOI First Amendment Award category. The quarterly magazine Community Matters earned 5 honors, including first place for Best Regularly Scheduled Special Section and Best Photo Essay. And your favorite morning newscast, Cullman Today, also earned statewide recognition, winning first place for Best Podcast Series. That award was credited to show producer Dustin Isom, reporter Annabelle Howes, and yours truly. Congratulations to the entire Cullman Tribune team. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up next, Cullman County residents can weigh in on Alabama's long-term transportation priorities, from safer roads and bridges to future freight, airport, and mobility needs. Plus, the Cullman Tribune Pet of the Week. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Wallace State Community College and Athens State University have signed a new agreement to help future early childhood educators continue their training. Wallace State President Dr. Vicki Karlowicz and Athens State President Dr. Catherine Wellberg signed the Memorandum of Understanding this week. The agreement is designed to create a smoother pathway for Wallace State students who want to continue their education at Athens State and prepare for careers in early childhood education. Leaders from both colleges said the partnership will expand opportunities for students while helping support future classrooms and communities. Athens State said it looks forward to welcoming those future educators and helping them succeed as they work toward making a lasting difference for young students. Cullman County residents will have a chance to weigh in on Alabama's long-term transportation future. The Alabama Department of Transportation's North Region will host a public involvement meeting Wednesday, July 15th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the ALDOT North Region office in Huntsville. The meeting will focus on the statewide transportation plan, which looks at transportation needs and priorities through 2050. The plan helps guide future investments in roads, bridges, rail, freight, airports, waterways, transit, bike, and pedestrian access. ALDOT says public input is important because residents can point out needs, challenges, and priorities that may not show up through data or engineering studies alone. The North Region includes Cullman County, along with several other North Alabama counties. The meeting will be an informal open house. Cullman residents are invited to help celebrate a major milestone for Roy Drinkard. Drinkard will turn 106 this Sunday, July 12th. Great-granddaughter Madeline Grimmett is asking friends, neighbors, and community members to help make the day special by sending him birthday cards. After spending 123 days in the hospital, Drinkard is now back home with his family and continuing to recover. His family says he is not yet well enough for a large birthday celebration like he has enjoyed in past years, but they still want to surround him with love and encouragement. His family plans to read each card to him and share the kind words and birthday wishes. Cards may be mailed to Roy Drinkard at 1630 Town Square Southwest, Cullman, Alabama 35055. Meet Macie Moo, a tortoiseshell cat, often called a tortie, who is approximately 2 years old. She's the Cullman Tribune Pet of the Week. This little beauty loves affection and has a gentle, steady way about her. She has the kind of calm, loving presence that can make a house feel warmer and a hard day feel a little lighter. Her personality lends itself to being a premier companion or therapy cat. Macie Moo is already spayed, so her adoption fee is just $35. That reduced fee, however, says nothing about her worth. Macie Moo is priceless. Visit the Cullman County Animal Shelter at 935 Convent Road Northeast. It's open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Contact the Cullman County Animal Shelter at 256-734-5448 or Cullman Animal Shelter at co.cullman.al.us. If Macie Moo has already been adopted, be sure to check out her friends at the shelter. They are all looking for homes of their own. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who lost their lives this week. Nathaniel Putnam Hutchinson, 87, of Hanceville, passed away Thursday, July 2nd. A celebration of life will be held at a future date. Visitation for James Wheeler Daniel, 87, will be today from 5 to 8 p.m. and Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Funeral service will follow Friday at 2 p.m. Burial will be at Berlin Cemetery. Jean Wynn of Cullman passed away Monday, July 6th. Visitation will be Saturday, July 11th from 10 to 11 a.m. at Moss Service Funeral Home, with funeral service following. Committal service will follow from noon to 12:45 p.m. at Cullman City Cemetery. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a look at your weather forecast. Today starts with a little patchy fog before 8, then will turn mostly sunny and warm with a high near 88. We do have a chance of showers and storms this afternoon, mainly between 1 and 4 p.m., so keep that in mind for the ride home. Tonight looks partly cloudy with patchy fog possible late. The low will be around 71. Tomorrow brings more sunshine and a little more heat with a high near 89 and a heat index value climbing close to 99. Showers and storms become more likely after lunchtime. Tomorrow night, a stray shower could linger early, then will stay partly cloudy with a low around 71. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us, and remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Until then, I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.